Hello, my name is Romit Homagai, and today I'm going to present on removal of Keswick Dam to improve the population of salmon fish in Sacramento River. What are dams? Dams are basically any structure that holds the water behind. In ancient time, dams were used mainly for water supply and water storage. However, today in the modern times, dams are used for other purposes like to contain waste from mines, to produce hydroelectricity, and control floods. Keswick Dam. Keswick Dam was built in 1949. It is located in the capital of California, which is Sacramento, and it is located in the Sacramento River. The annual electricity generated by Keswick Dam is 383 million kilowatt per hour. The height of the dam is 157 feet, and the length is 596 feet. The dam volume is 214,000 cubic yards. What are salmon fish? Salmon fish, the common name for several species of fish in the family Salmonid. They are mostly found in North Atlantic and Pacific Ocean. Salmon fishes are considered androgynous species because because they are born in the fresh water. They spend some time in the fresh water as young fish and then eventually migrate to the ocean water as an adult. The importance of salmon fish. Why is salmon important? This is because it is considered the best indicator of coastal ecosystem of health. Basically, if there is a river and if there is a massive decline of population of salmon fish, there is a very high chance that the overall ecosystem of the river has been affected. It is considered a keystone species. Before I go into why salmons are considered a keystone species, I would like to define keystone species. Keystone species is a species that has disproportionately large effect on its environment relative to its abundance. So therefore, if something happens to salmon, then there are other species that can be greatly affected by decline in population of salmon. For example, 137 species rely on Pacific salmon. Without salmon, other species will definitely die because they could be their predator or they could be their food source. And it is also considered salmon is also one of the main fish in the fishing industry, and it plays a major role in the fishing industry. Major effects of dams on salmon: disturbs their migrating pattern by blocking the passage between their spawning site and rearing habitat. For example, 55% of spawning site and rearing habitat of salmon fish in Columbian River Basin has been permanently blocked by salmons. Dam alters the habitat of salmon fish by creating reservoirs. For example, 30% of the habitat which was available to salmon in the Snake River Basin was lost due to presence of Helcannon Dam. Dam changes the water temperature by creating reservoirs. Reservoirs slow the flow of water, and through insulation it increases the water temperature. Dam also decreases the water temperature by releasing cool water from the bottom of the reservoir. The ideal temperature for salmon to survive is 42.8 degree Fahrenheit to 48.2 degree Fahrenheit. However, the dam can increase the water temperature up to 73.4 degree Fahrenheit, which is very, very high. Dam also changes the oxygen level of water by releasing oxygen-deprived water from behind the dam. So, how can we solve this problem? The solution to restore salmon populations are one of the most economical and common method that most of the people have adapted in building dams are they started creating fish passage facilities and fish ladders. Another way is to spilling waters at dams over the spillway. Water release from the upstream storage reservoirs are usually the same temperature of compared to the actual river. That way, it doesn't affect the salmon in any other way. Juvenile fish. So the young and another way to maintain the population of salmons are young juvenile fishes of salmons are actually collected by people and transported across the dam so that they do not get caught up in the turbines of the dam and die. And then one of the best, which I feel is the best solution, is just to remove the dam so that the salmon can slowly regain control over their natural habitat. My research question is, how does removal of Keswick Dam affect the population of salmon fish in Sacramento River? Two main factors that greatly affects the population of salmon in Sacramento River caused by Keswick Dam is disturbance in migrating pattern and changes in water temperature. First, the disturbance in migrating pattern. It is the leading causes of decline in salmon population in Sacramento region. That is because the location of Keswick Dam is right before Lake Shata, and Lake Shata is considered one of the biggest spawning site of salmon fish. According to a study, 27% of the total decline in salmon population of Sacramento River is caused by obstruction created by Keswick Dam in their migrating pattern. The second factor, which is change in water. Water temperature influences the behavior of a fish more than any other living variable. Water temperature is one of the most important variable. Ideal water temperature of salmon fish, like I discussed earlier, is to survive and to reproduce is approximately 42.8 degree Fahrenheit to 48.2 degree Fahrenheit. However, due to the presence of Keswick Dam, the temperature of Sacramento River ranges from 48 degree Fahrenheit to 73.4 degree Fahrenheit, which is pretty high. The lowest temperature of Sacramento River right now is the highest ideal temperature for a salmon fish to survive. And due to the change in temperature of the Sacramento River caused by Keswick Dam, 32% of the decline in salmon population is caused by change in water temperature. So calculation. So in order to calculate my population decline, first of all, I found out that approximately 29,000 adult Chinook salmons were present in Sacramento River before the Keswick Dam was built. But then in 1950, when Keswick Dam was built, another study showed that the population of adult Chinook salmon decreased to 15,744. So the total decline in population was calculated by simply subtracting the total population before Keswick Dam minus the total population decline after the Keswick Dam, which will give us 13,226. Population decline in percentage is 54.4%. So calculation of population decline only by the disturbance in migrating pattern of Chinook salmon is basically we take the 27% of the total decline in population, which will give us 3,571. In the same way, we calculate the total decline by changing water temperature, which will give us 4,232. The results show that 27% is caused by change blockage in migrating pattern. 32% is change in water temperature. Combined these two factors, 59% of total decline population is caused by these two factors alone. Discussion. Keswick Dam acts as a barrier to the migrating salmon to their spawning site, causes huge decline in population. Due to Keswick Dam, the temperature of water increases, causing decline in population. The percentage of population decline after Keswick Dam was built is 54.4%, which is pretty high. Two factors combined contribute to 59% of total decline. So these are the two main factors caused by Keswick Dam, which has caused major decline in population of salmon fish. Thank you. I end my presentation.